Good afternoon and thanks for watching. I'm Jurnee Taylor and here's a look at what we're working on today. The U.S. grappling with yet another school shooting, this time in Nashville, Tennessee. We've got the latest on the investigation and reaction from the community. Plus, Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders pushing another major plan through the legislature. How she's hoping to upgrade Arkansas's prison system while keeping the public safe. And what's next for Park Plaza Mall? The shopping center's new owners sharing their plan today, what they want to see coming up. But first, of course, we have to check in with our main man, meteorologist Nathan Scott. Nathan, good afternoon. You like that?
Your main man.
That was good. That was good, right? On yet another beautiful day. Nathan, what do you have for us today?
Well, you're only saying that because the weather is so nice. It feels very pleasant out there on this spring day. Temperatures are into the upper 50s to lower 60s. Got a few clouds, especially into North Arkansas. Also a breeze kicking in from the north, about 10 to as high as 20 miles per hour. Today's highs topping out into the mid 60s for most locations, maybe only into the 50s in North Arkansas because of more clouds, getting close to 70 in El Dorado. Another nice day lined up for Wednesday. Most of Thursday will be pleasant. Small chance of a shower, but Friday arrives and we could see some spicy storms out there. Here's the latest from the Storm Prediction Center, highlighting a 3 out of 5 or enhanced risk across most of Arkansas for the potential of strong to severe thunderstorms for Friday afternoon into Friday evening. More on that potential and timing, and if these storms will be out of here by the weekend coming up.
People in Nashville and across the country are struggling to cope with another deadly school shooting. This one at a private Christian school in Nashville. A former student, 28-year-old Audrey Hill, is accused of gunning down 3 9-year-olds and 3 school employees. Now, we are choosing not to show the moment police stopped the shooter, but we do want to warn you that some of the images may be disturbing to some. Here's Kristen Benavides.
Nashville police released body cam footage of officers rushing into the Covenant School Monday morning. Upstairs, they confronted and killed the shooter. Surveillance video captured images of the shooter firing through a glass door to enter. Police are studying a manifesto and maps left behind, hoping to understand what motivated the rampage.
She was a previous student. She had some connections there. The head of the school was assassinated in the hallway, so we feel it was targeted and planned.
The victims, students and staffers at the school. Catherine Coons was the head of the school, Mike Hill, a school custodian, and Cynthia Peak, a substitute teacher. The students were all 9-year-olds, Evelyn Dickhouse, William Kenny, and Hallie Scruggs.
These parents, their lives are changed forever today, forever.
Many people are stopping by this growing makeshift memorial near the school to show their support and express outrage over another deadly mass shooting.
How is this still happening? How are our children still dying, and why are we failing them?
Police say the shooter was taken down about 14 minutes after the first 911 call. They believe the fast response saved lives.
We strongly believe there was going to be some other targets, including maybe family members, and one of the malls here in Nashville, and it just did not happen.
Police say the shooter had 2 assault-style weapons and a pistol. At least 2 of them were believed to have been obtained legally. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Nashville, Tennessee.
Well, following the shooting, President Biden called on Congress to pass an assault weapons ban, but that legislation usually does not gain enough support to be passed. We now know 2 Sunday night shootings in Little Rock were unrelated. Police are still investigating, but officers held a press conference Monday with new information they've gathered so far about what happened on Asher Avenue. Little Rock police say they first got the call of a shooting around 9:25 Sunday night near Asher and University involving a woman and a child. They say the woman was, quote, grazed by something and bullets hit her car. Shortly after officers responded to that scene, Police Chief Heath Hilton says they heard of another shooting near Asher and Adams. There they found 7 people shot and 2 of them died.
Our detectives administered several search warrants on vehicles as well as local court orders for businesses that we have identified having cameras within that area. So again, very fluid situation, so very limited on what questions I can answer due to the unnecessary ongoing investigation.
If you have any information that could lead to an arrest, contact police. Meanwhile, investigators in Little Rock are still working to locate a suspect in another deadly shooting. It happened around 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon on Fairleigh Drive, that's near I-30 and Scott Hamilton Drive. Officers found one person dead. They haven't released any information on the victim or what led up to the reported shooting. Today it makes 10 weeks since 15-year-old Conway teen Tommy Marapali was last seen, and Conway police could soon be facing a lawsuit. Activist Derek Von Vost is an Arkansan who travels across the country advocating for human rights. He's turned his attention to the Marapali family. He says he met with the mayor and police hoping to get answers for the family, but more and more questions continue to pop up.
The fact that we're here 70 days later or whatever, and we still don't have, Amber Alert, and from my understanding, the state police just heard about it 3 weeks ago.
He, along with other activists, plan to take action and say they're looking at filing a suit against the police department for how they handled the case. We reached out to Conway police, who said they don't have any updated information, but said they will provide one to us when they do. Now, the trial for the man accused of shooting the Johnny Cash water tower in Kingsland begins today. Tim Sled was arrested last year after the story of the leaking water tower made national headlines. In a long Facebook message posted yesterday, Sled maintains he did not commit the crime, adding that he brought worldwide attention to a place that had been forgotten. In Sled's post, he says the trial and sentencing will both happen today. If convicted, he faces up to 16 years in prison. Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders unveiled her criminal justice and public safety plan at the Capitol yesterday. The $470 million proposal, which is being dubbed as the Safer, Stronger Arkansas Legislative Package, would add more prison beds with a new facility and funding to hire correction officers and staff. The governor's goal is to crack down on inmates' sentences and repeat offenders, making it clear that they should serve the full extent of their sentence.
Some will complain that these new punishments are too tough. To those critics, I say that's Arkansas justice.
The plan also outlines new developments for mental health programs and fine repayments in order to help inmates reintegrate back into Arkansas communities. That bill was filed yesterday and should be discussed by lawmakers later this week. Now, you can learn more about that bill right now on our website, that is thv11.com. And the Arkansas Democrats' press office responded in a statement yesterday criticizing the governor's plan. The party's chairman, Grant Neal, called it actually an admission of failure, saying Democrats have proposed other policies to make Arkansas safer. He argues Sanders' proposal will actually lead to more arrests of non-violent offenders, more mentally ill people missing out on treatment, and less money for other government services. Meanwhile, lawmakers discussing a bill today that would expand the definition of sexual indecency with a child. It would make it a crime for an adult to knowingly stay in a public bathroom or changing area with minors of the opposite biological sex. Supporters say it would protect the privacy of kids. Opponents say it will be too difficult to interpret consistently. It already passed in the Senate and is now in the hands of the House Judiciary Committee. Now, just last week, Governor Sanders signed another bathroom-related bill into law requiring public school students to use restrooms matching their biological sex. New at noon, we're getting a better idea of what's in store for Park Plaza Mall. The new owner's Second Horizon Capital announced its plans to revitalize the mall as a, quote, community destination and economic engine. Now, the company says it would do that by investing in new capital and attracting new tenants. You might recall the mall changed hands through floor closure in 2021. And that does not include the two Dillard's storefronts, which are owned by the Little Rock retailer. Now, we're going to have more on that announcement tonight at 5 and 6. A St. Louis woman, a determined 6-year-old, and an army of volunteers are making sure every kid in their area gets to experience the joys of Easter eggs and candy. We're sharing what they're doing at 1216. Nathan, what are you doing over there in the weather department? What are you seeing?
I'm checking out our view 11, which shows lots of blue sky, a few clouds out there, but overall it's a very nice spring day. Nice weather sticks around for at least another day and then changes the ride as we close out the work week. Going into Friday, watching out for the potential of strong to severe storms. More on the timing and impacts next.